Alex, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be like a cruelty-free update type of video. Pretty much what I'm going to be doing is no longer purchasing brands that are cruelty-free, but also have parent companies that are not cruelty-free. So I'm gonna get more into that. I'm gonna go over with you guys those brands that are out there. Granted, I might not know every single one, but the source that I always look to is Logical Harmony. So I went onto Logical Harmony's website, went down the list, made a list on this piece of paper of every brand that is cruelty-free but has a parent company that is not cruelty-free. I also listed 3 brands that are cruelty-free that the parent company also owns other brands that are not cruelty-free. So I will no longer be purchasing products from any of those brands. And I will get into, why. I will go over each of those brands, which brands I even use. And I actually will be doing another decluttering video. So in that decluttering video, I'm going to be decluttering all of these brands that I currently have that are, under a parent company that tests on animals. And then I also, or under a parent company that owns another company that tests on animals. So any connection to testing on animals, just gonna cut that out. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys me, decluttering that. And also some brands that are on Logical Harmony's pending list, which I've mentioned to you guys previously, like Lorac, City Color Cosmetics. So I have those still sitting in my vanity. I haven't moved them out yet just because I have so much stuff in all my other boxes. Still so much to sell, so I haven't moved them. So I'm going to show you me moving them as well. I figured it'd be a good time to incorporate that decluttering as well because I, told you guys I'm not going to be purchasing products from brands that are on Logical Harmony's avoid list, pending list, or gray area list. Just because I want to be 100% comfortable that the brand is cruelty-free, and I felt comfortable looking at their cruelty-free list of the ones that are cruelty-free or 100% vegan, and then, it is noted which ones are under a parent company that tests on animals, or, like I said, a company that is a parent company of companies that some test on animals, some don't. Now, before we jump into that, I do want to do the beauty question of the video, and today's question is, do you prefer online or in-store shopping? For the most part, I prefer online shopping. Well, I guess it depends. When we're talking makeup, I definitely prefer online. The only time that I don't is when I need to pick out a foundation or concealer, something that's based, something for my face that's very specific to color. But usually it's the foundation or concealer. But if we ignore that, I'm all about online shopping, especially if you go through Ebates. If you guys sign up for Ebates, then what you can do is you can get cash back on your purchases. It actually isn't like some sort of scam. You literally do get cash back. So you might as well go through that. So, yeah, I would love to know if what you prefer and why, or if you prefer shopping in the store for one thing and then online shopping for another. So anything beauty related, let me know which one you prefer, online or in store. So first, I'm going to go over why I made this decision. Then I will jump into the brands and let you guys know which brands fall into these categories that I have mentioned previously in this video. So I've been thinking about this for a while. When I first started, going cruelty-free, I was okay with it. Because I'm like, the brand itself is cruelty-free. I'm okay with that. The parent company, isn't, whatever. At least I don't want to, part of it was like, okay, now the parent company will see that more of its money is going to go to the cruelty-free. Maybe they'll change their ways. That's a lot of people's opinion, that's why they decide to continue shopping at those brands, because A, they're cruelty-free, and B, that will get the parent company's attention and will say, hey, there's more sales in the cruelty-free market, which may or may not even end up happening. And then what was the other one I told you? I got so caught up on that one. I'm like, okay, what was the second point? What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I figured it out. Okay. So, some people's points are that, if you buy the cruelty-free brand, the parent company will see, how, they're getting more sales possibly in that area, and maybe they'll change. The other thing too is I feel bad for not supporting a brand that's cruelty-free. It's great, I'm like, oh, they're cruelty-free. I feel like I'm, giving them a hard time when they're doing the right thing. But the problem is they got acquired by a parent company. And, I don't know the ins and outs of all of that, but my company was recently acquired, and we were, it wasn't a decision that had to be made because otherwise we'd go out of business. It was because, you know, we thought it would improve our company. I don't see how partnering or working with a company that tests on animals will improve your company if you are someone who is against testing animals. So either way though, whatever the reasoning may have been for, you know, that acquisition, for being underneath a parent company that tests on animals, I still rather support brands that have no association with animal testing. Guys, I don't know if you realize this, but there are so many makeup brands out there that are 100% cruelty-free. They're not underneath a parent company that tests on animals, and they're not associated, you know, with a parent company that also has companies that test on animals. So, you know, like, there's so many options. And, you know, 3 of my favorites are ColourPop, Anastasia Beverly Hills, and Too Faced. Those 3, amazing brands, great packaging. One is affordable. You know, they don't test on animals. They are not associated with any animal testing. And I think that is great. And there are so many other brands out there that you guys can try. So we have Milani, we have e.l.f. That are affordable. There are also other brands out there as well that you guys can try. There's a huge list on Logical Harmony, which I'm obviously going to link down below for you guys so you guys can see what brands are cruelty-free, which ones are vegan, which ones to avoid, which ones are pending gray area type of brands, so you guys can see for yourself, decide for yourself. But in this video, I'm going to go over a list of the ones that underneath the parent companies are associated with other companies. So yeah, I just rather put my money towards those companies that are as far away from, you know, animal testing. I don't want any money to go to animal testing. I don't, you know, want any association with it. So, and, you know, and to me, it's just like unnecessary, because a lot of what I've been talking to you guys about is cutting out what's unnecessary. It's unnecessary for me to wear lipstick from a brand that tests on animals when there's so many brands out there that don't test on animals. Why should, and even if there wasn't, why should an animal suffer for me to wear lipstick? Like, that to me is stupid. It's not like prolonging my life. It's not curing cancer. You know, it's so unnecessary. You know, and, you know, I don't want to get into the whole animal testing thing, but I'm just trying to put it in perspective to you. You know, it's makeup. I love makeup. It's fun, but an animal shouldn't suffer for me to wear it. And like I said, there are so many brands out there, guys, that are not, you know, that don't test on animals and that aren't associated with it. So, I mean, I'd rather put my money towards those brands. So that is what I decided. And yeah, I hope you guys can understand. Maybe some of you are inspired to do the same. If not, I'm the most open person. I understand. If you guys are cruelty-free, you want to continue to buy stuff from brands like Urban Decay and NYX. That's your, you know, that's the thing with me. I'm so open. I understand multiple perspectives. If that's what you want to do, that's cool. But for me, I'm not going to. I don't feel comfortable with it, and I don't want to contribute to animal testing in any sort of fashion. I want to get away from it as much as possible. Like, it's the freaking plague. I don't want to be near it, and I don't, you know, I want to try to do my best. With all of this. Yeah, like, I really want to. I really want to make a difference, and I hope you guys want to make a difference too. It's yeah, I don't know where we're going with that, but I think it's just really important, and, you know, I'm trying to do it in other areas of my life too. Oh, my camera's running. Like, I'm trying to do stuff in other areas of my life too. Like, I recently became a vegetarian. I'm on a lacto-ovo vegetarian diet. You know, I'm working at the Animal Rescue League Wildlife Center, so I'm, you know, volunteering on the weekends so I can help animals survive. You know, so I'm trying to, you know, do my best with that, because I love animals, and I think that, you know, it's something good to do, and it's something that I'm passionate about. So, yeah, if you guys are passionate about animals too, let me know down in the comments. All right, now that I got that spiel over with, hopefully I didn't ramble on too much, because I always do. I'm going to go over the list with you guys of brands that are, first we'll go over the brands that are cruelty-free, but that have a parent company that is not cruelty-free. So we're going to go down the list. I'm just going to list, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to list them all for you. So we have the ABBA Pure Performance Hair Care, Bare Minerals, Burt's Bees, Buxom. Then there's Certain Dry, Dermalogica, Mrs. Meyer's Clean Dry, NARS NYX, Pureology Tarte, The Body Shop, Tom's of Maine, and then Urban Decay. So all those companies that I just listed are cruelty-free, but the parent companies are not cruelty-free. Now, as for the companies that are cruelty-free, who have parent companies that I believe are cruelty-free, but own companies that test on animals as well. So you have a parent company, here we have a company that tests on animals and a company that doesn't, and they all report to this parent company. So still some sort of association. So there's 3 of them that are listed on Logical Harmony, and that is sadly Kat Von D, Persona, and Ole Henriksen. Now I'm going to go through the list and tell you which ones I actually own. So I own stuff from Bare Minerals. I don't think I own anything right now from Burt's Bees, but I've tried stuff from Burt's Bees. I own at least 1 lip gloss from Buxom. NARS NYX I have a ton of. Tarte I have a couple things of. I don't have anything other than something that I got in a beauty box from the Body Shop. I think I got something from Tom's of Maine from the from some sort of like Birchbox or something. And then I definitely have some stuff from Urban Decay. And as for the other brands, I do have Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. Now, I don't know the parent company of every brand that I mentioned, but I will share with you the ones that I do know. And then if I find out the information, if I'm able to find it, I will make sure to include it in my description box. So, I was able to find the parent company of most of these brands. So here are the ones that I found. The first parent company is Shiseido, which, as you guys hopefully know, Shiseido tests on animals. So they own Bare Minerals, Buxom, and NARS. And then Clorox, they own Burt's Bees. Kosei, which I've never heard of, owns Tarte. Then LVMH, they own Kat Von D, but they also own other brands that are not cruelty-free. They own brands like Sephora, Makeup Forever, and then Benefit. So those 3 brands that I just listed, they test on animals, but Kat Von D doesn't. So that parent company owns a mixture of both types of brands, which is kind of like, come on. And then the last thing I want to go over is L'Oreal. L'Oreal owns Urban Decay, NYX, and Pureology. So, and as you guys know, L'Oreal does test on animals. So, I do not want to be giving money to those brands that, test on animals or own companies that test on animals. I think that's just, I'd rather get away from that, and, I wanted to share that information with you guys, let you guys know where I'm coming from, some of the research that I've done. I'm sure there's always plenty more research to do, but I will share with you what I've learned, and definitely link this information down below, as well as Logical Harmony's website and YouTube channel, just because I find that from what everyone else has told me, from my experience, is the most trustworthy website. There's other websites too that I can link down below for you guys, like Cruelty-Free, Free Kitty, PETA, The Leaping Bunny, but it just seems to me that the best one, the most one that people trust, is Logical Harmony. So that is usually what I stick to. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys found it helpful. If you guys are cruelty-free, or transitioning into being cruelty-free, or even just considering it, let me know if you have any questions. Always feel free to let me know down in the comments. I will apologize. I'm not going to be as quick to get back to you guys. I'm really behind on comments on this channel just because I had a lot of giveaways going on. I was out of town having computer issues, so I'm getting caught up, and I really try to get back to you guys as soon as I can, but sometimes it's just not possible to get back to you quickly. So I will be getting back to you, so if you have those questions, they are coming. It just won't be instant. So, but I'm happy to help you guys out because I love you guys and being able to help you guys, and have other people who can, enjoy this experience with me. And, if you guys have any advice down below in the comments, if you've been someone who's been cruelty-free for a long time, if you have any good tips, let us know down in the comments as well. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button below. Like this video if you liked it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!